Hey everyone, so I'm super excited to be sharing this training video with you guys because this is the first training video in our new ECOM solution system. They revamped, redid the whole entire system, and instead of just being able to take control of the inventory, we're going to be able to do a lot of different things through ECOM itself, kind of like a one-stop shop. So I'm going to give you a quick overview here. This is sales by month, obviously. It kind of spells it all out. This tells you the products that we've sold from different suppliers and the percentage of that, the top 5. Shipped orders, pending orders, and orders that we ordered, and then our total products listed. And basically I've been using this for about 6 days now. So, and everything has worked great, and I'm super excited because what the capabilities of ECOM right now is nothing compared to what it's going to be in 3 to 6 months. So they have a lot of plans to keep implementing new things into this, but we're going to kind of go through this. I'll give you a quick overview here. So the inventory tab, it's all of our products. The sourcing calculator is basically, it makes the calculations just like our spreadsheets did for the minimum and the maximum listing price. We'll get into it a little bit later. The Walmart variations, I actually just did another video on Walmart variations. So before this rolled out, ECOM really wasn't able to keep track of the inventory or the quantity of an item from Walmart that had multiple colors. Now we are. Basically, that's what that means, is now we're able to kind of keep track of the inventory of items with different colors on it. So that's super exciting. The orders tab, all the orders that we get through Amazon show up in ECOM here. So I can actually, I'll show you here real quick. I can click on this item, and it'll take me right to our supplier. I'll give you an idea here. It takes you right to the item that we listed from our supplier. And then if I click on this, it takes you to the actual order itself. So that's super exciting because I can literally make all my orders through this one thing and keep track of it. Merchant sales kind of keeps track of all the items sold. Let me see here. Detailed ASIN. It basically keeps track of certain ASIN numbers and their sales up to date. Sourcing analyst sales. What that is it basically keeps track of everyone out there that's listing products. It's going to be able to keep track of the number of items you've listed, the profitability of each item, and the percentage of profit on each item. So I'm going to be able to basically keep track and help you guys out, help you guys grow as far as getting products listed that have a high profit on them, basically. So it's going to be able to tell which items are selling, which items are not. As you can see, go through here, there's a bunch of different things. The opportunity finder, we're actually going to be working out of this. I'm going to show you how to list products in this video. Management, account settings. In this, it lists all our merchants. And in the old way we did it, our default sales tax rate was 9%. Now it lists out all the suppliers and their associated tax rate. So these are obviously not exact, but they're estimated. But what that's going to be able to do is some of the suppliers, have a lot lower tax rates, so we're going to be able to be more competitive on those suppliers. So it's super exciting because it's going to calculate all that for you. You don't have to worry about that. So we'll get into exactly what you do have to worry about and show you how simple listing a product is going to be from now on. Now, just so you're aware, we're only going to be listing products through ECOM Solutions from Walmart for right now. That's to change in probably 60 to 90 days. They're going to have all of our suppliers on there. but right now it's going to be from Walmart. But the awesome thing is there's enough products on the Walmart's website that we could spend weeks and months just listing from Walmart. So that's super exciting that we're going to be able to, for the next few weeks here, we're going to focus on just Walmart items. Then obviously once the other suppliers roll out, we're gonna work the process the same way with the different suppliers there. But let's go ahead and get into the Walmart website here, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is. All right, so what you do is you go to the supplier website first, go to all departments, and you see how it lists out all the categories. Now obviously some of these categories we don't really focus too much on listing item in like auto. We're not authorized to list items in there. We don't focus too much on electronics and obviously books, but most of these other items we can list things in, and that's super exciting because obviously there's lots and lots of items within here, because you'll see all these categories over here. But then, I mean, really, you can pick any of these things. Let's just go archery right now. So, and sometimes when you go into a category, if it's a large category, like cookware, it may have. I'll show you here real quick. Cookware, for instance, it may have other categories like subcategories once you click on that. So just so you know, I mean, then you go into all these products to where you could, like I said, you could spend months and months and months just listing products from Walmart alone here. But we'll go back into where we started at in archery. I just wanted to show you the subcategories. But right now, there's really no subcategories within the archery section. So, but you'll notice there's 40 items on each page here with Walmart. So 40 items, and then you'll see there's over 25 pages of 40 items, and that's just in the archery section. Now, obviously, they may not all be able to. We might not be able to all list them all, but I'm going to show you how quick we'll be able to get through them here. So what you do, once you get in this section to where it lists all the items out like this, grab this URL, go up here to Opportunity from Walmart, paste that URL in there, hit Find Walmart Items. Might take a minute, but what it's doing is it's pulling all those items from that first Walmart page, and then I'll show you what it's doing here. I already see a couple products of high potential that we're going to list, and I'll kind of show you how to read through this. So we'll do this first one here. So what this does is, if you see some items or if you see some images over here, what this does is you'll see there's two of those. One image is from Amazon website and the other image is from Walmart website. So what it's actually doing is it's comparing the images from both sites, and just from the images you'll be able to get a quick glance if it looks like it's the same, if it's the same product or not. I mean, obviously there's a lot more that goes into just looking at something to figure it out if it's the same product, but it's just kind of a cool feature. Over here, actually we'll kind of, what I'll do is I'll sort these and then we'll do it. So how I sort these is over here by ROI, that's return on investment. And obviously we want to start from the highest. So that sorts it from the lowest. Anything with a negative in front of it, obviously we're not even going to look at listing because we're going to lose money on it. But you see, so what this is, what the ROI is it's a percentage of return on that item. And what I mean by that is basically if we list this item That's roughly the percentage of return we're actually going to get. So that's, I mean, it's super exciting because you already see a couple items right here. If it's in green, that means we can profit on it right now at our minimum listing price. I'll kind of go through this right now. So this is the title, UPC, ASIN. This is the source price. This is the price of the item. Shipping. Pack quantity. It's basically how many are in one pack. There's the low offer. There's the buy box price. There's the Amazon fee. So Amazon takes normally 15%. Whatever we list the product for, they take 15% from that as their fee. This shows you how many offers are on this item. This is our total cost of the item. So basically you take the source price plus the shipping plus the tax on this item, and that's our source cost. Here's sales rank and stuff. And to be real honest, we were kind of concerned when, or when we were listing products the other way, sales rank and, all that stuff, whether items had reviews on them or not. We're not worried about that anymore. If we can make a product, or if we can make a profit on a product, we are going to list it, because it's all about numbers in this game. Even if we sell a product one time and we make, 10 or 15% on that item, that's well worth our time, our 10 to 15 minutes listing that. So then right here is our potential profit on the item, and minimum listing price, and maximum listing price. And obviously this is ROI. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that back here. So I'm going to click on the title. That's going to take you to the Walmart. Actually, it looks a little different. Well, we'll check into that later. Then I'm going to take you to this. So obviously, they're a little different here. And it doesn't look... it doesn't look like there's any color variation or anything like that on them. Archery field point target. All right. Well, all right. So obviously it's not the same item. Normally what I would do is go back in and search for this item, because we might be able to list this item. But for the sake of showing you how the system works, I'm just going to move on to the next product here. All right, the next product here, it looks like they got the same images. So what I'm going to do is click on title. Then I'm going to go back and click on the ASIN. That'll bring that up. Alright. So this is a pretty generic listing. It's very, very... I mean, you can see it's super plain. There's not many items. You notice there's not many bullet points or anything like that over here. But what you'll find is we can list items like this, and then once we have them listed, we can go in and update some of the information to make it a better listing. Because the more information and the better pictures a listing has, the more that item's going to sell. And I'm going to show you that when we learn to create items from scratch, which we're going to do here. I'm going to try to get that training video done pretty quickly, because creating items from scratch have potential for very high profits. But we'll match these up as best as we can, and then maybe once I list this, I'll go back in and try to update the listing a little bit. So 24 by 24 by 10 point. 2. It doesn't even give me any measurements. So item model number, polyester block with targets on all 4 sides. So model number 6. Model number 6. So it looks like it has the same model number, and it looks like it's going to be the same product, but it's, once again, it's kind of hard to tell because there's not much information over here. But it appears to be the same item. And honestly, if you guys have any doubts, if an item is, not the same, or you're kind of just not sure, either ask someone who's been listing products for a long time, or ask me, and and figure it out. Don't just assume that they're the same, because if we do that and then we sell it, then there's potential risk to run into a lot of problems down the road, including the item being wrong and getting negative feedback, returns and things like that just we could avoid if we just kind of steer clear of items we're unsure of. But it looks they got the same model number, 2-inch square. It's the same exact picture. I'm going to go ahead and list this product just to show you how it's done. Sold by Walmart. Alright. So it's under $50. So normally the shipping under $50 at Walmart is $4.97. It looks like it's showing up free for some reason. I believe that's just a couple-day period that they're doing that. So, I know for, a pretty well-known fact that it's going to be $4.97 to ship this item. And actually, it pre-populates in here. The Walmart shipping, it rounds it up to $5. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to keep the listing or the shipping at $5, because it's better to be safe than sorry. Because if we find out that, hey, Walmart's having a special and there's free shipping, then we just make more of a profit, because we already have the shipping cost built into the price, and we're still going to make a profit on it here. So you'll see right here, the source cost is $14.82. $14.82. Then it adds the $5 on there, and it shows you right here that's our total cost with tax. Minimum listing price is $26.65. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you how easy this is. There's a 37% basically ROI on this product. That's huge. My goal is to list anything above 6 or 7%, because then we're making some decent money. Obviously, the higher the percent is, the more money we're going to make, and the more money the company and you guys as a whole are going to make. So you want your ROI, you want your percentage of profit to be very high. But once again, anything above 6-7%, we're going to list. So right here is exactly what we're going to do. Once we verified that they're the same item, what you do, you click this button. There's your minimum price. Then what I do, it populates everything in here, as you can see. It even populates the price to list it at. I'm going to go back in here. Oh, sorry. I'm going to go into Amazon. See where the cost is to list these items? And you see right here, it pre-populated $36.35. So $36.35. What it's doing is matching us to the low offer. And that's great. But But always just keep an eye on this because it's not always going to do that. We just remember we always have to make sure the Amazon price is above or matches the minimum price and stays below the maximum price here. So we are good, and we're going to be the lowest or tied with the lowest seller on this item at that price. So then what we do is we click 5. That's our standard handling time. It used to be 4. I've changed it to 5. And then what I'm going to do, Walmart items, we're just going to keep at 12. I'm going to make sure it has 12 of these in stock. So you see it at least has 12 in stock because ECOM only keeps Walmart items at 12 anyway. It makes sure it has at least 12, but it's unable to identify anything above 12 when ECOM checks Walmart. So it always just sets the item number or the quantity number at 12. So as long as it has 12, we're good to go. We're going to list that. Then up here, fulfillment type, it's always going to be merchant fulfilled. We're not doing anything with FBA right now. So everything's filled in here. Source, you'll notice all this stuff is all the stuff. For those of you that listed products when we have the spreadsheets, all this stuff is the stuff we plugged into the spreadsheets. So that's basically done. We're done with all this. We're going to set that. We're going to keep that at that price. Now, the cool part, or another cool part, is if this product is on Amazon already, which it is, because there it is, right there, then we have to make sure, we click yes on this button. If they call it piggybacking. If we're piggybacking off a listing that's already on Amazon, we have to make sure that that button says yes, because what that does, instead of us going up here, instead of us going into add a product and adding this product into Amazon, this is going to do it for us. It's going to save us so much time. So if you're piggybacking off a listing that's already in Amazon, you have to make sure this is yes. If there's a product on Walmart that is not in Amazon yet, this is going to be no. If we're creating a listing from scratch, which once again, I'm going to show you how to do that in another video. But this video, and the reason I'm stressing this is because, all of this is very important because it's going to save us time. So just make sure this is all correct. This is a very important piece to look at. Handling time, 5 days. Quantity, merchant filled, and click yes if we're piggybacking. Now what I do is simply click list product, and now it is going to list this product in Amazon. And the cool thing about it is it's going to be in Amazon, it's going to be in ECOM, and App Eagle, which is our repricing tool, which reprices things when source prices from suppliers change quite a bit, or if competitors drop lower than us and we can still go lower to meet if we're not at our minimum price yet and we can go lower to beat a competitor. That's what App Eagle does, is it reprices our items. The cool thing about it is once we added that product, it's in ECOM, it's in Amazon, and we have App Eagle linked to ECOM to where we don't have to do anything. It already knows that it's in there and it's going to reprice it. And that's important because for everyone who listed with the spreadsheets before, we had to manually upload all of our products, all of our new products into App Eagle. We are not going to have to do that anymore. So simply, this is going to save us so much time to where we can focus on nothing but listing products, because that is how we make money in this business. That is the only way we make money in this business, is by listing. So that's as simple as it is to list the product. I'll go ahead and see if there's any more on here real quick. I'm gonna just point out right now, guys, that these null ones, I'm going to show you in a different video what we're going to do with these ones. But I wanted to kind of focus on the ones that were already in Amazon right now. Because what we're going to do is in the next video is we're going to search to make sure, because what this does is the Walmart UPC codes that are used, it searches Amazon to see if these UPC codes are in there already, and if they are, that's the ones that are already listed. If they're not using the same UPC code, either one of two things: they could that item could still be in Amazon, it's just not using that same UPC code, or maybe it's not in Amazon at all, and what we'll have to do is create a new listing from that. So, but I'll show you how to do that later. It doesn't look, see all the ROIs, you go to page 2, page 3, it's all negative. So then what we're going to do, you go to 1. What we're going to do, we're going to go here. We're going to go back, oh, sorry, we're going to go back to here. It already did all the page 1 items. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to page 2 and get all these items. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy page 2 URL. You'll see page 2, copy the URL, opportunity finder, paste it, find Walmart items, and it's going to do the same thing. I'm going to let it kind of go here. But I'm going to try to get the other training video up here pretty soon, because I feel like there's a lot of opportunity with ones that say null in them, and I don't want to just skip by them. But I wanted to give you guys an idea of how easy it is to list products. So, you know, I'm going to try to get that training video up here pretty soon. But it's super exciting to see how, you know, how easy it is to list a product. While that's loading, I'll just go in here, refresh that, and show you. You see right here, noon 30, that's us. It's in Amazon, and we didn't even have to list it in Amazon. You know, ECOM did it for us. That's awesome. That's such a time saver. So now what I'm going to do is get out of here. I'll get out of here. Seems like it's taking a little longer for this to load. Okay, we'll just hang on here. But you see, all these are negatives, so you know they're not even possibilities. So it's once again just such a time saver. These are all negatives too. It doesn't look like we're hitting on anything, but we'll just let it load. But it's gonna be super exciting once it changes from just Walmart to all these items. But you know, this is gonna keep you guys pretty busy for a while, especially once I start showing you how to list your own products. It's fun, and you know, once again, it's very profitable. It's a lot more profitable when you do it that way. All right, so ROI. So, looks like we got one at 7% here. So we're going to go ahead and, while that's loading still, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this one. So, click that. Click that. So once again, Amazon listing, Walmart listing. Then we match them up. Walmart. Yeah, Walmart must be having a deal, free shipping, because I've never, in the 3 months that I've been doing this, I've never seen Walmart have free shipping on items under $50. Oops, sorry. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just once again verify that this is the same item. 108 quarts, 191,903. Doesn't look like it's the same item actually. It says Plano 1919. $18,314. $18. 108 quarts. Sorry, I'm just looking at to see. You know, it looks like the same exact picture, but the item numbers aren't 100%. So they're both 108 quarts. 1919 OD green, reinforced removable lid. 100 quarts. Green. Plano molding. OD green. Just going to check the description here, sorry. It looks, I mean, it's not 100% a match to me, so, you know, once again, I'm just going to move on, and I would advise that you guys did as well. Just, if you're not 100% sure, just go ahead and move on. As I refreshed it and redid it, it popped up another one here, so we can just go ahead and check it. And what I mean popped up another one, it's a 12.5% return on investment. So, you know, obviously, like I said, the higher the better. Anything above 10 to 15 is great, and anything above that is phenomenal. If we sell products that are above 15%, you know, we're going to make a lot of money. All right, so we clicked on that. Now let's click on the Amazon listing. Once again, we're not going to worry if it has reviews or anything like that. So item number 00011. 00011. Plastic. Recommended use, sewing and quilting. Original quick cart. Support up to 250 pounds. Up to 250 pounds. You can use the seated cover. $16.5, $4.5, $18.5. Rugged can load up to 80 pounds. Less than 8, it hauls up to 80 pounds. Rough cruise proof collapsible cart. Trust proof. Enemy card control. 3-inch profile for EV storage. Sorry, I'm taking so long. I'm very particular when it comes to making sure it's the same thing. Wheels fold down to 3 inches. Because it's, like I said, it's better to be safe than sorry. Because when I get returns, like, it's just part of the business, but it's just, it leaves more room to make a mistake and to leave negative feedback. And we don't want negative feedback. I mean, obviously, you're going to get it in any business, but, the more you can avoid it, the better. All right. So it appears to be the same product. So what we're going to do is, here again, we're at the top. We're going to click on the blue button. So our minimum is $41.79. Let's just see where the other $41.79. That's our minimum listing price. So, it's already above our. You see how with this, it helps us to get into the top spots and be more competitive by doing it this way. And that's super exciting because, obviously the higher you are on the seller chart, especially when you don't have the buy box. I'll show you what the buy box is real quick in case you don't know. This is the buy box over here on the right. So basically, if you're a seller and you have proven that you're a reliable seller and you've been in the business for a little while, then you have the opportunity to win a percentage of the buy box. So anyone who in here who is eligible for the buy box that is competitive, like probably the first 3 people, I think it's 7 to 10% from the lowest competitor. If you're close enough within the lowest competitor to with your product, you have an eligibility to win the buy box. So not just anyone can win the buy box, normally just the top competitors, but you have a chance to win the buy box. And basically, a lot of people, what they do is they just go over here and click add to cart without going to check in who the other sellers are with this item. Because, the buy box price for this item, that might not be the cheapest. That might not be the cheapest that you can get that item for, but it's the quickest way. And people love quick, so a lot of times they'll click add to cart. But when you don't have the buy box quite yet, like we don't, because we're a very new seller, the higher we can be on this list, the better. And even if once we have the buy box and we're competitive with these top prices, we're going to get a percentage of that buy box, and we're going to get some sales on this item. Kind of went off on a tangent there, but just in case you didn't know that, now you know what the buy box is. So, I'm sorry, I'm just searching around here. So what we're going to do is basically that took us to the low price on that item, $43.93. It recognized that, and we're just going to go ahead and leave it there because that's the lowest price, and it's between our minimum and our maximum here. So once again, it already populated everything. We have to make sure merchant fulfilled is clicked. Handling time, once again, is 5. Amazon quantity, we want to go in here, make sure they have a quantity of 12. So we're good to go with that. Just put 12 in there. Merchant, that's between the prices, 5, new, 12. Make sure everything's good. Last thing, because we are piggybacking on an item that's already in Amazon, we need to click this so it'll add our product, our listing, into Amazon for us so we don't have to go through Amazon. Click list product. And we are good to go. And you'll see we easily listed 2 products under 40 minutes. And if we're doing this the old way, it's hard to list 2 products in 40 minutes. And you see how fast we were able to do that. So that's exciting. And, without me talking, we probably could have done that in 15 or 20 minutes. This might be done in searching, so I'm just going to refresh this one more time and see if there's any other items that pop up in the ROI. There isn't. Once again, you know, if you get to this page and you see this, that we have a potential profit, always check this. But I'm going to just get you used to listing products first, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of doing that very soon here. So that product is listed. We'll refresh it just to see. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get in there. So we'll just click out of that because it doesn't matter. We want to just keep listing products. So now what we do is go to page 3 and do it again. Copy, paste, find Walmart items, and it's going to start the whole process all over again. So I'm going to go through it and try to list one more product so you guys have a decent understanding of what it takes to list a product. And then I'm going to close this out and start working on the next training. Thanks for hanging in there and being patient with me, because sometimes it does take a little longer than others. And I know sometimes I tend to ramble on, so if I repeat things, it's only because they're important. Alright, getting all negatives over here, so the old way we used to do it, if you didn't have the opportunity to experience that way, it was just super time consuming because, you know, we wouldn't really know if we were profitable on an item until we went through the process of adding it to the spreadsheet and taking time to check the items. And us clicking a button and seeing if we're profitable on an item is so much faster than the old way. It's incredible. But it's very exciting because this has a place to keep track of all your returns, the tracking numbers, and all that stuff. You know, before there were 3 or 4 different tools I've used to kind of keep track of all that stuff, and it's just all within one system now. And I've met with the creators of this and just had some training done, and they kind of explained everything and let me know where they're going in the next 60 to 90 days, and it's super exciting just to see them grow and want to help us as Amazon sellers. So it's super exciting, and you guys should be excited too, because, you know, obviously, you know, it's exciting to be able to sell products that you've listed and know that. So we're going to be able to keep track of that, and my goal is to keep you guys updated on where you're at as you're listing products, so you know how you're doing and kind of gauging how you're doing there. So alright, so we're going to go in here and check this one out. So it says set of 3, so we're going to just have to check this out here. Bow stop set of 3. Currently unavailable. It's unavailable, so I don't even know if I'm going to waste my time doing this. If no one has it listed, I normally don't waste my time. So it looks like it grabbed them all. And once again, I would go through all these ones because we don't really know what the profit would be like on them until we check. But like I said, I'm not going to do that right now. I just want you guys to get a good understanding. So we're on page 3. So now what we do is just go to page 4. Copy. And sometimes this can get, monotonous doing this, but just know that if you're listing products, you mean very much to this company. And I want to thank you if you're taking the time to watch this training video and you're listing products, because that's where we make money in this business. So, thank you for watching this, taking the time to do this, because this is the most important part of what we do. All right. This looks a little fishy to me because we got an item that's $4.99. Low offer is $3.25. I feel like that's, the ROI percentage is 2,000% on this item. I feel like, there's a problem with that, but we'll check it out just to see. So we'll click on the Walmart, and now we'll click on the Amazon. Yeah, see there's a 72 count, and that's for a single arrow. So that's the deal. We can actually list items like that. And I can show you how to do that later, but you can list items in bulk like that. The 72, $325. That makes more sense. So just beware for things like that. Alright. So we got something pulled up here. Remember, the green is, the images don't even look the same. So once again, it's saying we can be profitable in this item, but just because there's an ROI of 12%, you always have to make sure that it's the same exact product. Yep, it looks like it's going to be two different products. 104. Yep. Not the same product. That's okay. You just move on. We'll make sure 40 entries, so they've all downloaded. I'm just going to do one more click here. All these are null. Alright, so we got a 5. Let me see here. We got a 5% down here. I'm going to go ahead and just check because 5% is better than no percent. And since, it doesn't take long to list an item, I'm just going to go ahead and check this item out and see. It looks like it's about the same item. 406, 4210. 406, 4210. It appears to be the same item. 3 foam darts included. Two foam darts included. That's weird. And honestly, I think I'm going to skip that because just that one foam dart difference may make a big difference to someone. See that? 2 foam darts. Let's just make sure. Yeah, it's the same item, but it looks like they come with different dart amounts. And even if this is a misprint and it's really only 2, the customer thinks they're getting 3. So when they get 2, they're going to be thinking that they're missing a dart. So it's not worth it to me of all the time and hassle spent of somebody reaching out to me and saying that, and you can see even right here, it only comes with 2 darts. But the misrepresentation of it kind of just throws it off for me. And honestly, we could go in and list this product from scratch and update it with our information, but I'm going to show you that at a later date. We're just going to move on. But it's just that one little difference that sometimes it's not worth the extra time in customer service trying to figure that little minute detail out. These are all negatives because I sorted them all. Alright, so move on to the next page. I want to list one more product before I move on, so thanks for hanging in there with me. Alright, copy that. Copy that. Find. And once you guys get this down, just remember, I'm not skipping these because I want to. I want you guys to go through every one of these null ones to check. Once again, I'm just not doing it because I want you to get the basics down first. But I don't want you to miss the point that these are very, very important. Important to check. We're just not going to do it right now as we get the basics down. Yeah, it just, sorry, I just get excited at how simple this makes things. All right, still going here. Search to see what we got. Nothing yet. Check again. Not having much luck with this page. And I'll show you in the inventory real quick here. These 2 items we listed. Looks like somebody is in the process of listing a current item as I'm doing this. As you can see here, these 2 items that we listed, they're both on here. So it adds them right to it. It's amazing. And then these 2, I added these 2 earlier tonight. Actually, these 3 earlier tonight. So I think it took for these 5. It took, I believe, probably 50 minutes total to list, or probably an hour total to list all those 5, and that's with trying to train in the meantime. So I probably could have listed them a lot faster than that. Alright, So I'm going to search here again, and it looks like it keeps pulling some items here. So what I'm going to do, it says it's 74% return on investment. We're going to check on that, obviously. Check the images here. Look a little different. This is the same exact item. I don't know why I pulled it twice. Just be careful for stuff like that. Alright. Yeah, these are two different items. Wow. Yeah. Totally different items. Alright. So we're going to go to page 6. Do this again. Alright. Not getting anything yet, but that one. Sorry, I'm still here. I'm just looking at some of these. Whoa, that's a big image right there. Once again, it looks like a 3 count on that. I'll click on that just to see. Three-pack for 17. This is probably more than that. $93,531, $93,631, different items. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're not having much luck. If you guys are doing this, I would encourage you to keep moving forward. But I'm just for the sake of getting some items listed here, I'm going to just move on here real quick to see if I can get another item listed here. And once again, you're going to be checking all these categories here. Let's go to baby gates. This is page 1. There's no subcategory, so we can go ahead and just go right ahead with this. There we go. There's one right off the bat we can do. 11%, so we'll check it out. Let's go ahead and do it right now. Ebb and flow. Weird. Amazon looks a little different here. Package quantity 1, 4483-100. Alright. 4483-100. So it's the same model here. It's from Walmart, which we always check to make sure that's from Walmart there. 36, free shipping, but, you know, once again, we're just going to keep the free shipping in there just to make sure that's good to go. And right here, off the bat, we got 3 to look at. So you'll see how easily it populates. But it looks like that is the same item. We're going to go ahead. And our minimum is going to be $55.74, so we're going to go back into here. Just kind of get a good idea of where these sellers are. We're at $55.74 for minimum, so we're going to go ahead and match the low offer at $57.97. I see that they have, you know, tax. Their tax isn't included in here, so if we can match that at $57.97. I mean, obviously, we're going to be technically lower than them. So it takes us right to that minimum already. So we don't have to worry about that. That's filled in. That's filled in. Source. Come down to your handling time. New. Make sure that they have at least 12 in here. Good to go. Once again, it's free shipping. I think that's a deal. We're just going to keep the shipping costs the same at $4.97 because it's already calculated in there once again. And, you know, we're still going to make a large profit with that calculated in, so why not just keep it in and be safe? So that's between that. Because we're piggybacking, we're going to add that to Amazon so it can actually do it for us. Make sure that's filled. List product, and it's easy as that. Obviously, you don't want to hit any other buttons until it actually submits. Success, product added. So you see it takes away the action, so we know that we did that. I'm going to go ahead while I'm in here and do the one with the ROIs. The positive ROI. So I'm going to look at these two real quick. Since we're in here, we might as well do it. And this is just page 1. We might get 3 items from page 1. Okay, so we'll go to that image. Alright, just check here. Manufacturing part number 7240. Doesn't actually give part number here. It contains 2 items. That's weird. Because I don't think this contains 2 items. This appears to only contain 1 item. Yeah, so this is a bundle kit. You know, you'll notice you always got to be very diligent in looking for what we have here. This is a bundle kit, so it's obviously going to be more expensive than this, and this is not the bundle kit. So these are not the same products. So we'll just go check the items here. Looks like different pictures. It looks like the ones used. Oops, opened it 3 times. Alright. In stock. That's weird. It looks... I don't know why it's on a green slab there. That's weird. Or green background. I'm just gonna see 8 new. So they are new. It's just weird that it's like that. All right, so we're gonna check the model number 0310. 0310. Regular. Includes gate 4 and 6 inch extension kits. I'm just going to make sure that this is all the same. This gate spans 29 to 44. Its openings 29 to 44. That must be the expansion kits. I don't know if this... I don't know if this has the expansion kits on it. I don't really know what that means. Six to 24. Finish black. Hardware mounted. Okay. With 2 included extension kits. See, you always gotta beware. So this has the includes gate and 2 extension kits. So this is gate and 2 extension kits. Home accents, walk-through safety gate, black and cherry. So you'll see black. Just hang with me here. Sorry about that. Black and cherry accents. Black and cherry. This is the same product. So I'm just going to go ahead and list it. So $44. It's like the same seller listed it twice here. Let's see what our minimum, $65. So we're going to go ahead and list this item. So $42.79. That's $42.79. Yep. $65.5. See where we're going to be at. $65.5. See what our minimum is. $65.07. So $65.07 is going to put us in the 3rd spot. 3rd spot's enough to possibly win the buy box down the road. So, because we're super competitive with the price. I mean, a little bit off. See this, I mean, I'm not too worried. The box will have some light damage. And ours is going to be brand new in the box, just like that one. So I'm going to go ahead and list this. So $65.5, $65.50. It's in between. Everything else is filled out. Source, shipping, handling is in there. New. Let's make sure it has at least 12. 12. View cart. Move. Move. Yep, we're good. We're good. So it has at least 12, so let's just set that at 12. We're good everywhere else. This is clicked yes. List product. We're good to go. So we just listed another 2 products. I hope this is helping you guys. You know, I'm going to be putting some other training videos, like I said, out to be able to help you. But this is going to get you started. It's going to get you used to the system, and it's going to get you to learn the basics until we can get checking out these items that aren't in Amazon from Walmart yet and be able to create new listings. But this will give you a good start, and I will see you guys on the next training video. Thanks.